Hi, thanks for checking out another one of our videos here. What this video is going to be about is just kind of an overview and of this old unit. This is an old Gallagher electric fence controller. We've a guy sent this to us. Sent a bunch of old units along with some later model units. I think some of them belonged to his dad or granddad. And this is an old electromechanical unit. There's a wheel inside that bounces back and forth. It's pretty cool. This was a private label Parmak back in the day. I don't know when this thing was made, probably back in the 50s or 60s. So it's an old unit. It's pretty neat. I got to drill the bushings out. And you can kind of see, you know, the Parmaks have that 6 volt and 12 volt solar units. You can see it's the same kind of a case that they use now is what they used back then. So, you know, they haven't changed much with the case. I mean, this thing would probably fit into a 6 volt solar unit, you know, today. So, you know, I don't know if they need a bigger solar panel or not. I don't know. But anyways, this is a 6 volt unit. I'm going to take it up. I'm going to run it through real quick. But the reason why I'm showing this video, because I'm going to take it apart. I talked to a guy on the phone the other day. He's got an old meter man unit that's got a bad transformer in it. This transformer is good. So I'm thinking about either selling him the whole unit or taking the transformer out and sending him the transformer, let him try to wire that in there. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But the funny thing is, back in the day, for whatever reason, white, you would thought this is white and black. You think black is negative, white is positive. No. White is negative, red is positive. So what's wrong with this? It's got the mechanical wheel in there. I'll open it, I'll drill it out and show it to you in a minute. But the wheel has these points on there, kind of goes, you know, back and forth. Has a little wheel that kind of rocks like this. A little spring on there, a little coil spring deal in there, like an old watch would have had, or an old clock. But anyways, that spring is all stretched out a little bit, so instead of bouncing so far and swinging back and hitting, it swings all the way around, and basically the spring is not working. It bounces it back, but it's so stretched out that it's not working right. But it does come on. Or it should. There it goes. Kind of hear it clicking. And it's got a, see, there's where it's hitting the backside. You kind of hear it hitting twice. That softer pop is the hitting the backside. You got a bad connection right here. There you go. But it also has this test thing, so you can put over here and see if your fence is hot. You go back and let me turn the light off. You could hit it all the way to the right, and if it's flashing, you know, okay, my fence is good. And then you just let off, and it would go back to regular or the other one. It also has 3 terminals here. You got ground, dry, and normal. The way I think it works is, I'll kind of show you. Let me get a load deal here. Is if it's really dry, sometimes you need a little bit more shock because the animals aren't grounded really well because it's dry outside. Well, you get a little bit hotter pop out of this one. On normal, you know, conditions, I guess you put it on here. So we'll put it on there. I'll show you. So we're going to go to the normal. A little bitty spark coming from it. Back to this one. You go to this one. It's not working real well with that. I need a piece of wire that's not loaded down with. Let me get a piece. Let me see if I can find a piece of wire. This has got a big resistor attached to it, so it loads the thing down. So I just need a piece of wire. Let me grab this piece of wire and just cut this to length. I'll show you that. But it has a hotter, little bit bigger spark jumping out of it on the dry side. That's just because the animals need to be grounded well. And so if it's dry outside and not ground as well, so you need a little hotter shock to be able to get the point across. We're gonna go from ground to the dry side. There we go. See, we're about a 1/8 of an inch. Go over here. It's a short. It's just a weaker spark on the normal side. So now we're going to drill out the bushings here in the corner of the case. So there's the inside of it. So there's that little wheel. So there's that little wheel mechanism in there. And there's a little capacitor there. But what's wrong with this is the points are still good on there, nice and gold and good shape. Ah, there it is. 1978, not as old as I thought it was. So even back in the 70s, Parmak was, unless the unit was built before that, and this is when the transformer was built, it was 1978, May 5th. So I would guess the unit probably is older than that. But I'm probably going to sell the guy the whole thing. I really don't want to take this whole mechanism apart. And he can just pay for the whole thing. Here, we'll turn it on real quick, show you the switch moving. Pretty cool, isn't it? Not neat? It's got a little spring inside there. Little thing, you see it kind of tighten up and loosen. You see it's working right now, but if you turn to the normal one, it bounces all the way back around. It's turning all the way back there, and it's hitting back there, which probably is why that little black thing's there, probably stop it from hitting. If that thing wasn't there, this backside of this would hit right over here to this thing. So it's just because this little spring right there is all stretched out. Pretty neat, and I like how these old ones worked. So it's basically the timing. Every time it makes contact that point right there, it puts power through the transformer on the input side, comes out over here and goes to your different terminals for your fence and ground. And there's power for there's the back side of the bulb, back side of the light. Switch right there. Terminals. So pretty neat stuff. I like these old ones. I got a bunch of old stuff like this, but this one halfway works. And I'm probably just going to sell the whole thing to him and then let him play around with this transformer. Maybe he can get it going and use the transformer out of it. It's different looking than the one he's got, but similar. But I'm going to send it to him or call him and see what he wants to do. So, well, hopefully you like this kind of stuff. Hit us up. We do work on things. There's your information right there. So, but subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button if you'd like. Tell your friends about us. Happy to help you guys out with parts and repairs. Till next time, see you later.